In, last 2, last 1. Now let's take the legs wide and sit into a plie. Now I usually recommend that you have some good music playing at home. So I hope you've got your favourite tunes on and you've got some good music. Music is motivation, that's for sure. Last 2, last 1. Now step on that left and now just tap that right leg across and just pump that leg. Try and keep the body nice and tall. Super. In 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Legs wide again, drop to plie. Straight down. Knees in line with toes, mobilizing that hip. Last 2, last 1. Turn your toes to face me. Tip from the hip. Say good morning to your lovely hamstrings. And what a fabulous day it's going to be. Every day is going to be a fabulous day. That's my motto. That's how I start out anyway. Might not always materialize that way, but that's my intention every morning. Last 2, last 1. Okay, last chain. Now you're going to step the right leg behind you. Just pump it back as we start to open that hip a little bit more. We're moving those arms, getting some blood flow. Beautiful. In 4 and 3 and 2. Now hold that right leg all the way back. Let's get that hip flexor. Big arc. Oh, reach back and release. Big arc, reach back and release. Tuck the pelvis under, lean back. Say, I love my hip flexors. They are the most important muscle in my body. They attach my legs to my spine. They impact my knee and my lower back. Last 1. And release. Let's pump the left leg. Let's get it going. A little bit of blood flow. Should be starting to feel good and ready for your workout. And a little bit more open than you were when you started. 2 more. Now hold that leg all the way back. Lift that heel. Arc, arc. And release. And again, tuck that pelvis under. Leaning back. Good. Reach. Almost there. And drive. Last 2, please. And the last 1. And release. Quick stretch of your quad, and then we can begin the workout. If you've just joined us, I'm going to use a range of things today. Dumbbells, essential. You don't have dumbbells, you're using cans of beans, cans of soup, whatever you've got. If you've got the Glencoe Home Fitness Workout Kit today, we're going to use a bend ball. We're going to use a mini band, and we're going to use your gliders. There's 2 types of gliders in your kit, one for carpet, one for hardwood. And don't worry if you don't have any of those. Everybody's going to be successful and amazing, and I'm going to give you all the options necessary. So no worries at all. Okay, team. Our first exercise is a staggered squat. Grab your dumbbell. You're going to work for 1 minute. Dumbbells are up at your shoulders. Feet are on the outside of the hips, the toes are turned slightly out. We're going to squat halfway. You're going to squat all the way to the bottom, halfway up, drive it to the top. So a staggered squat, it'll go half, bottom, half, and top. Are you ready? Let's go. Half, bottom, half, stand up. Keep going. Half, bottom, half, stand up. Keep going. So be very conscious of the different stages of your squat. There's a reason why we have those pauses. Stability. So we know that strength, there's about 7 different types of strength. So stability strength is one of them. Adding that little pause halfway down, pausing at the bottom. It's going to keep you in contraction for longer, make it a little bit harder. And you know, we don't want to always do the same things, do we? We want to spice it up. You have 20 seconds to go. So half, bottom, half, stand up. Can you make sure that you're pressing into your heels? That's going to save your lower back. So sit back, press into the heels, and time. Now, grab your bender ball, if you have it, and your dumbbells. Put it between your thigh and grip it as hard as you can, as hard as you can. Stand up. Now gripping the ball as hard as you can, lateral raise and down. But we're going to go out, pause, lower. Out, pause, lower. Now those of you who've got the bender ball, you're going to be way stronger. Why? Because when you squeeze the inner thigh in this way, it's connected to the pelvic floor and the abdominal. So you're going to get a little bit more core stability. That's going to give the support to the torso. You're going to feel stronger in the arms. Now I'm using 12s, and that's not fun for lateral raise. So feel free to play around with your dumbbells. Last one, please. And release. Take the ball out. Grab one glider and your dumbbells. Put your left foot on the glider. Toes go on the glider. Heel is on the ground. Now, turn the toes out and you're going to slide out into a plie and drag in that leg. So you drag it in, you step it out. You drag it in, you step it out. If you're not using the glider, that's okay. You can step and pull. So if you're not using the glider, you step and pull. All that glider is going to do is create more muscle connection and reaction. Keep going. Let me have a look at you. Just got to adjust that slightly more. Good. Keep the back straight. So you're here, dumbbells, out and in, out and in. Remember, I'm going to coach. I'm going to move around. You keep moving. Last one. Time. Switch over. Grab your dumbbells. Toe on, heel off. And left leg now. Slide out, drag it in. Slide out, drag it in. Slide out, drag it in. As you're dragging that leg in on that glider, push your toe down into it. Back straight. Now team on that upright row, can you pull it back? So pull it back. Don't pull straight up because we don't want to compromise the neck. Pull back. Nice. And again. And drive. Good. And pull. Nice. Big action. Nice big pull. Remember, you're stepping this if you're not doing the gliding version. You can step it. Last one. And time. Down on the floor now, 2 gliders, one under each hand. And your hand goes fully on the glider. Push-ups, you can do it without the glider. Hands on knees, now take a look. I'm going to push, open, slide in. Push, open, slide in. So I'm going to use the gliders to change my angle. So I go forward over the hands, pull in. I go forward over the hands, and pull in. That's, I'm going to let somebody back in. I think Deborah had internet issues. Come on in, Deb. Good. And again, so you go forward and you come in. If you don't have the gliders, then you find your push-up. And you give me your favorite push-up, hands, knees, feet, whichever works for you. Gliders just invite more muscle groups and stabilization. And time. Come on up. Okay, number 6, the last one in this circuit. Nothing, just your body weight. We're going to do explosive strength. So we're going to come down at the bottom. We're going to pulse, pulse, and then we're going to fire. Pulse, pulse, then we're going to fire. This is explosive strength. Remember I said there's about 7 different types of strength. Now, if you're not comfortable with the impact, then you stand up. Squat low and pulse, and you stand up. Nobody says you have to jump. You will be the decider. Come on, go low, pulse, pulse. Jump it if you can. 15 seconds. Go low. I want those thighs to be on fire. Ow! Keep coming. Last one. Time. Grab yourself a quick drink. We're going to circuit all of those through again. Okay. First time, really we're just learning the moves, yes? So staggered squat is what we start with. Pick your poison. Choose the right dumbbell for you. Whatever works best for you. Dumbbells at your shoulders. To begin. Feet on the outside. Ready? Let's go, team. Halfway, bottom, halfway, power up. Squat, half, half, up. Good. Down and up. And again, squat, squat, half and up. Squat, squat, half and up. Good. Sit back into your hips. Nice. Keep your eyes forward. Good. Keep looking straight ahead. Sit back into your heels. Don't forget that pause. Now remember, you want a good size dumbbell. So I'm hoping you're lifting a weight that's a challenge. And sit. Good. Last one. And time. Then the ball goes in. That's going to activate inner thigh, pelvic floor, and core. Grip the ball like your life depends upon it. Set your posture. Now out, hold, and lower. Out, hold, and lower. So I've switched my 12s to my 8s. And again, back straight, hold, and lower. Up, and hold, and lower. So, great exercise. If you're working with shoulder issues, this is one of the few ones that you can do as we're working that lateral head of the shoulder, trying to avoid that front head of the shoulder if you've got those rotator cuff issues. Grip that ball. You want that ball to look like an almond. Good, and again, squeeze and lift. One more, one more. Oh, yes, beautiful. Ball goes out. I grab a glider under the right foot. Heel is off because your heel is the brake. Toes on the glider, heel off. Ready? It's a plie. So you're going to step wide. You're going to bend both knees and you're going to drag it in. Remembering, if you're not using a glider today, you'd make it a step. Now you step wide. This is not a squat, team, so there's a different angle out from your hip, targeting different muscle groups in a plie than the muscle groups in a squat. nice and high. Think about your posture and squeeze that upper back. Drive shoulder blades towards each other. So, so important. This is so fabulous for your posture. Good. 2 more. And time. Other side. Toes on, heel off. Heel is the break. Angle from the hips slightly out. And off you go. Step out. Find a plie. Pull it in. And pull it in. Team, be careful on your upright row, please. Draw your shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. It's not so much about the height of the elbow. It's more about pulling back, up and back. So we get that great postural workout. Good. Nobody wants to look old before their time. And your posture, that makes you look old. So we all want to keep our fabulous posture. Stand tall, nice and long, beautiful. How big can you go? Fabulous, see. Last one, and time. Push-up glider. Of course, if you've got no gliders, you're going push-up. With the hands on the gliders, the whole hand is on the glider. You start and you hinge forward from the hip, open the arms and press. You hinge, open and press. Hinge, open and press. Good. So lots of joint stability going on when you're working with the gliders. But I appreciate that you might not like it. That's okay. You don't have to like everything. But as long as it doesn't feel unsafe, you keep going. If you're working with a shoulder issue and you don't feel stable, then you're taking the gliders away. Last one, team. And release. So far, so good. Last one in this circuit is your power strength, your explosive strength. So, feet are on the outside of your hips so you can land in your heel. Are you ready? You pulse and you explode. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Pulse, pulse, explode. Good. Now you might want to do 3 pulses, 2 pulses, 1 pulse. It's your workout. You make it yours. But your intention is to get off the ground, using that contractile strength to explode you up. But team, when you land in your heels, please. Don't land forward in your knees. Sit back. Yes. Good. Almost. 2 more. 1 more. And time. That's your drink break. It's about 20 seconds. Hydrate. You have another wonderful round. 3rd round, no excuses. Now we really know what we're doing. Okay, are you ready? You're going to start with your staggered squat. Do you need heavier dumbbells? Do you need lighter dumbbells? You got to be safe. Outside of hip, ready, begin. Squat, drop, stand and push. Squat, drop, stand and push. Squat, drop, stand and push. Squat and drop, stand and push. Squat and drop, stand and push. Eyes are staying forward. And again, squat and drop, stand and push. Keep looking forward. Pushing to heels. Lovely. How amazing do you feel? Because you look pretty amazing from here. Keep coming. Can you give me one more and go lower? Low, low, low. And time. Bend the ball, squeeze. Activating the inner thigh, pelvic floor, and the core. Grip as hard as you can. Okay. Set your shoulders out, crucifix hold, and lower. And team, if your hands are facing me, it's going to be a little bit kinder on the shoulder joint. You might prefer that versus that traditional version. There's just lots of research about the shape of the humerus and how it sits in the shoulder joint. And when we do functional training, we're always looking for anatomical neutral. This is one of those things. Thumbs up. Squeeze your ball like your life depends upon it. It's going to feel so fabulous in your torso if you're really gripping that ball. Don't worry if you've not got the ball. You're just working harder. Last one. And release. Nicely done. Take that down. Grab a glider. So in the glider on your feet, your toes are on, your heel is off because your heel is the brake. Let's get going. Straight out, straight in. Two things you've got to focus on. You've got that nice active range of motion, so the knees are pointing in the same direction as the toes. Then you've got that upper body pull. So don't think about upright row. Think about a hybrid between upright row and a bent over row. So that you're getting that rowing action, pulling back. Eyes are forward, chest is up, back is nice and straight. Good. Keep coming and drive. Good. And again, nice and tall, nice and long. Good. Last one. Other side. Toes on, heels off. Posture, let's go. Step out, find that angle of the knees and pull in. Good. You have no idea what's going on in my head right now. I'm so worried about whether the other 9 o'clock class got to open. It's a registered program. With all the things we've moved over to virtual, some days I think my head might implode. But I'm here. I'm still holding in here with you. You motivate me to keep going, keep my focus, stay tall, stay strong. Thank you for being amazing. Work hard, go harder, go deeper, go lower. Don't quit. You've got 10 seconds, team. Yes, you can. Big as you can. Beautiful. One more. And time. Your push-up glide. Any variation. Hands on top. Flatten the back. Glide forward. Open. Press. Glide back in. Glide. Open. Pull in. So we have a lovely action going on in the shoulders and the chest. Hope you can see the action as we glide the arms out and in. It's so lovely. Doesn't matter if you've not got the gliders, regular push-up. If you've not got gliders yet, the whole workout kits, I think we've got 20 left. So they're still available at the fitness center. It's going to help us through these virtual times. You got 10 seconds, almost. One more, and time. Your last one, I know it's your favorite. I can tell by the expressions on your face. So your explosive strength. Find a functional base squat so you can land in your hip and cushion the impact. Ready? Pulse, pulse, explode. Here we go. Pulse, pulse, explode. Pulse, pulse, explode. How far can you leave the ground? How much? How high? Even if you do 2. No matter our age, a little bit of impact's really good for our bone density. But you don't have to do a whole minute of it. If you need to take out the jump, do so. If you don't need to take it out, don't. Go, go, go. Your workout. 10 seconds. Push. Bigger. Nice. 2 more. Ow! And time. Good, good, good. Quick drink. Down we go. Okay, a couple of bit of stability exercises. Grab your dumbbells for biceps. So, a little bit of stability here. Right leg. Don't rest, team. Well, you're going to use this exercise as your rest. So we make the most of every minute. So, stability, which is also part of strength. So we got here, bicep curl, alternating the curl. I'm standing on one leg to stabilize that hip. Good. Eyes are forward. Now, not sure if you can see, but I'm alternating at the top, palm is up. At the bottom, palm is in. Good, keep going here. So I'm alternating. Keep the spine nice and tall. Good. And again, nice and long. Chest is up. Good. Keep coming here. Stay with it. 2 more. You want that hip to be talking to you. Last one. And release. Stand on the other hip. Press into the foot. Now, bring your arms at a slight W. And now you get, go. We nearly had a sneaky intruder then. I have a barn door on the gym. And he has worked out how to slide it open. So now you're balancing on this hip and you've got your arms in W. So nice bicep action. At the same time, balance and stability for that left hip. This is so important for the strength and support of that hip chain that stabilizes the knee. Keep coming here. Hoping the arms are fatiguing. Stay with it and drive and squeeze. Last 2. Last 1. And release, pop that down. Our next stability strength is with our mini band. If you don't have a mini band, please, please don't worry. I'll give you an option. I'm going to put that mini band on. Mine's brand new. So that's great, it's going to be harder. Let's get it above your knee on your thigh. So above your knee on your thigh. Now you can still wait. You can hold one big dumbbell into what we call a goblet hold. And then you're just going to step out, step in, step out, step in, step in. So your basic lateral step. This is nothing fancy. This is nothing that you probably haven't done before. This is stability. We don't need fancy stuff with stability. We need strong, stable stuff. So your effort is on your stride. How wide can you go? We need that lateral hip to fire. Good. Step wide, slight bend in your knee. Go wider. Something should be talking. Don't hang out here. Go wider. Yes. Lovely. Squeeze it. And squeeze it. Keep coming. Wide as you can. Wider, wider. In 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. Stay wide. Hold it. Wide, wide, wide. Bring the dumbbell around. And just give me a press. Hold that width of the legs. Sit the bum back. And start to drive into a squat press with a stability hip. 4 more. 2 more. Last one. And release. Good job. Come down onto the floor. A little bit of core concentrated work now. Okay. So, lying on your back, you're going to use your mini band. Get rid of all this equipment. Put the mini band onto your forearms. Forearms, forearms, okay? Lie on your back. So don't have it on your wrist. Make sure it's on the meaty flesh just below the elbow, widest part of your forearms. Press your arms wide apart so they're about the width of your torso. Bring your legs into tabletop. Now as you press your arms wide apart, pull the back of your shoulders into the floor. If you don't have a mini band, just hold your arms up. Draw the abdomen in towards the back of your spine. And now we do the Pilates single leg stretch. One knee in, one leg out. But you've got to keep that tension on the band. Why? What we're doing here is we're forcing the rotator cuff muscles to stabilize the arm, because that's their job. Their job is to stabilize the humerus in the socket. So when you press out like this, you're building that endurance of those rotator cuffs. Now, can you press your lumbar spine into the floor? Can you scoop your abdomen back? If the arms are fatigued, give your arms a break. Continue with the legs. And when you feel ready, reintroduce the arms. This is a nice endurance set. So you're moving those legs. Team, if you don't have the mini band, if you want to make your core a bit harder, then you're going to add a flexion. Elbows are nice and wide. Nice flexion. Good. And again, keep going. You've got 8 here. And 7. Stabilizing that mini band. 6. Draw that navel back. Good. 3. That was not 6. That was 5. 4. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. And time. Roll to the side. Come on up. Bend a ball. One of my most favorite exercises for the core, the bend a ball curl. Put the ball behind you, but here's the trick. Tuck your pelvis under. So don't lean back like a V-sit. Tuck the pelvis under, make a C shape, and then put the ball at the lower back. If you're not using the bend ball, then still make the C shape and hold that position. Good. Now go back until you feel a challenge in your abdomen. That's your starting position. Then from here, you're going to go down over the ball and then come up, but don't come all the way up. Go down and halfway up. Down and halfway up. If you need to make it easier, you come all the way up, because that's going to take the abdomen out and give it a break. If you can, you stay halfway and extend. Keep going. Now just tuck your chin under a little bit, team. So just a slight tuck in your chin. And please do make sure you've got that slight tuck of your pelvis. There should be no discomfort in the lower back if you're using that bender ball. It is a fabulous fabulous tool for supporting the lower back. What it's also doing is inviting the hips to soften because you've got the support of your lower back. Last two, last one, come on up. We're going to do that again. You should have felt that. The research indicates that the bender ball curl is 4 times more effective than regular abdominal curls. 4 times. Fabulous. So start again, tuck the pelvis under, make a C shape, put the ball in to support the lower back. Now from here, roll down till you find a challenge point. Draw the navel in, and then from here go back, and then come to challenge point. Down and up. Of course, if you've not got the bender ball, you can do it without. It's not the same. You might be feeling the discomfort in your lower back if you don't have the bender ball. So please feel free to choose an abdominal exercise that works great for you. And again, good. And down, halfway. Remember, we're not coming all the way up. Now you're going to start to add a little bit of rotation. You're going to pull one elbow, then you're going to pull the other elbow, and you're going to add a slight twist. Good. Now remember, this is 4 times more effective, so you're going to feel it 4 times quicker. How amazing is that? Should we go for 8? I think so. You all still look incredibly happy. Let's do it. Let's 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now come over onto your hands and your knees. You're going to have a 4-point twist. So whenever you're on the hands for any kind of core work, spread your fingers. If you straighten your arms, you'll be securing your shoulders. Now, tuck the toes under, please. Lift your knees up off the floor and hover. This is what we call 4-point. So hover here. Flat back, straight arms. Team, if you bend the elbows, you're going to transfer that load into the neck and shoulders. Don't want to do that. Now, rotation. You're going to twist to try and get the outside of your knee to one side and then the outside of your knee to the other. So it's almost like you're trying to get that knee to lower thigh, that area to touch the ground. So you get a great deep rotation. Now keep pressing the hands into the floor. Keep pressing the hands into the floor. Straighten. Press into the flesh of your thumb, team. Flesh of your thumb. Nice. If this is not for you, if there's a wrist or a shoulder issue, please choose your favorite curl or abdominal exercise in 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, last 6, because it's almost over. Hang in. Last 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and time. All done, my friends. Bum back, arms forward, chest down. That was strength and core. Come up onto your hands and your knees. Right leg forward. Going to stretch out the psoas. Hands on your bottom. Lean slightly back. Should never forget to stretch the psoas. It is your life, your power, your center of your universe. Change over. So that was strength and core. We did some stability strength. We did some explosive strength. We had some elements of functional strength in there and elements of traditional strength. Excellent. Now from here, come up to a standing position. Let's get your IT band. Cross behind and drop down. And that's just to release from all that hip stability we did. Keeping our hips healthy. That's what's going to save us in the winter. And release, change over. And you know that I always say that age is not an excuse. Muscle only knows use or disuse. And you only have to look at some of our teenagers to appreciate whether muscle knows use or disuse. and release. Now let's go wide-legged hamstring, toes are to me, hinge from the hip, hands on the floor, press into your toes, please, lift the back of the buttocks up, open the back of the knees. Your hands should be on the floor. If you're not reaching the floor, maybe try and take your legs a little bit wider. That's usually the reason. Super. And then push into your feet, please. Pull up on your thighs, come on up. You got it? And then let's stretch your quad. And then I'm just going to take that arm back to get a little bit of chest and shoulder there. And then I'm going to switch, heel to bum, and take your arms back. That was a 45-minute in, out, shake it all about, get it all done, and get on with your wonderful day. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed my program. That was Strength and Core. My name's Simone. If you have any questions about the scheduling, the classes, the codes, any of that wonderful stuff, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Do my utmost best to help. I wish you a wonderful day. Any questions, I'll answer them in the chat. If you've not got your Glencoe take-home workout kit, please grab them. All these little handy tools to make us do a little bit more while we're working out at home. And if you need dumbbells, fitnessexperience.ca, they have dumbbells back in stock, and so do fitnessdepot.ca. So if you still need extra dumbbells, get them now, because this 2-week thing will probably not be a 2-week thing. So stock up. Thank you, Sydney, nice to see you. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Bev, nice to see you. Denise, Diane, Heather, Jane, so many lovely, wonderful people. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Nicola, glad you liked it. Thank you, Jane. How do virtual sessions work? Let me see. I have no music, just the melody of my voice. Thank you. Okay. How do the virtual sessions for drop-in classes use this? All the drop-in people, you just need to have your monthly unlimited pass, and then you can go to any virtual class that you want. Just not the virtual registered programs. But you drop in, you just have that monthly pass, it gives you all the codes. And it will be the same for December. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate your kind words. Thanks, Bettina. Thank you. Thanks, Paul. Great, everybody. I'm going to end the session now, and I look forward to maybe seeing you on Saturday in my yoga, or maybe next week. And I'm going to try and fix whatever's going on at the Glencoe right now. Okay, bye-bye.